Question now is directed down here, and it's regarding outreach. Marquette University's motto, as everyone has stated so far, is "Be the difference." It is at the core of the university. One of the many ways this school strives to live up to this motto is by campus outreach. What are your thoughts on the current outreach initiatives?
Outreach is an area where we can always improve. I think that something that's been really rewarding about the interim leadership, Father Wild and Dr. Callan, is that they've done an incredible job of reaching out to students and talking with that. I think that we've had one of the best working relationships with Dr. Callan that we've ever had in MUSG in working with the administrator, and we really hope to see that in the next provost. But it's hard to describe necessarily where we go next. A lot of this has to come in after the transition period and ensuring that whomever we choose, that they are going to be committed to gaining input from the community, and that includes alumni, students, parents, other faculty members.
Yeah, well, definitely when it comes down to outreach with MUSG, making sure that students are definitely a part of that, organizations as well. I think that's going to be the #1 way to hear the student voice, is actually actively speaking and sitting down and having conversations with student organizations.
Thank you.
So we definitely agree with what Kyle and Allie just said. We think that we've seen a lot of great progress from the administration in terms of outreach lately. Through the Presidential Search Committee, I think that we've seen some of the most active outreach that the administration's done, and we really hope to continue that. I think that the presidential forums are a great way to get that involvement, but we also have some really great ideas about how to get students more involved in student government.
Well, one of the things, I mean, if you've followed the campaign that Tyler and I have been leading, we always talk about involving students in everything that we do. And one of the things that we've talked at length about is taking a pledge to really understand students and the organizations that they fall under. So we have actually made it a point that, if elected, to attend one student organization meeting a week, and to meet not only with e-board but members of those organizations and understand where their frustrations lie in the organization, at Marquette as students, etc. That, you know, outreach doesn't only fall within the student body, but we also recognize that it falls within Milwaukee, and so we look forward to also kind of interacting and seeing how Marquette can better serve within the community.
It's not enough that MUSG does a bunch of outreach during campaign season. We hope to continue that for the rest of the academic year.
Okay, thank you.
Hi. So outreach, I kind of think, is a buzzword that's kind of thrown around a lot. So I thought I'd solidify our message by telling a story about how I got involved in MUSG. So I was actually asked by former president prior to Sam Schultz, Erica, to be the student at large on the search committee for the programming's vice president. So that's before Senator Twaddle. So that was actually for the lovely gentleman sitting to my left. So I was on the search committee, and I had essentially no idea what MUSG did or its mission prior to that committee. So I sat in, and I got to talk to advisors. I got to see potential executive board persons who were running for that position, and that was the first taste of MUSG I had. And that's how an entire outsider was brought into the organization and led me to further pursue applying to be elections coordinator and loving the MUSG retreat. It's the best thing ever, if anyone was wondering. But that's really what my mission would be, is to find students who otherwise wouldn't see themselves involved in this organization, and kind of tapping them and mentoring them and allowing them to realize their potential within MUSG.
Anything briefly to add?
No, nothing at all.
Okay, thank you.